missed stuffing blistered feet into stiff, muddy trail shoes. But the pleasure and contentment I felt on the trail far outweighed the adversity. Even on the most exasperating days, I never considered quitting. The most uncertainty I had about continuing was when I had injuries, a sore knee, an infected foot, and a sprained ankle. Those injuries tested my resolve, but ultimately reinforced my desire to continue. Possibly it was a motivational advantage for me to be attempting a through hike in my particular circumstance. Not young, not single, not retired, not rich. If I left the trail, I couldn't try again next year. It was a one-shot deal. I am lucky to have experienced it at all. The awe of seeing spectacular landscapes, the excitement of encounters with wildlife, and the invigoration of a physical lifestyle. It was always a treat to descend into one of the tiny towns the trail goes through, to get cleaned up and emerge replenished. Beyond the worst of the bouldering on Katahdin, we see a summit ahead, a pointed mound of rock piercing the unclouded blue sky. The trail follows a ridge up to this summit, a ridge like the edge of a pyramid studded with boulders. The views are fantastic. I take photos from atop a boulder, thinking how the view before me is perfectly composed. Then I move forward 50 yards and have the same thought again. Hikers tend to speak of the mountain for its symbolic value as an endpoint of the Appalachian Trail, and not enough is said about the mountain's autonomous appeal. Mount Katahdin is the most picturesque mountain on the trail. It presents itself wonderfully from a distance. The views from the trail on the mountain itself are enthrallingly diverse. The landscape before me now is beautiful in its simplicity, grandeur, and immutability. It will be equally beautiful in the winter and in the summer. It will look the same next year and 100 years from now. For me, hiking up this mountain seems nearly effortless. Perhaps it is because I am traveling at the pace of my group, the distracting beauty, or the excitement of finishing. On reaching the peak of our pyramid, we see that it is only the shoulder of the mountain. There is a nearly level expanse before us with entirely new terrain, similar to a glacial plateau. This feature of Katahdin is called the tableland. The surface is peppered with rocks, but they are almost uniformly flat, low to the ground,